Yeah, okay, I can't do it. Yo, you know what? It's whatever. Let me just do that. So 1, 2, 3, and then you have the market touching here again and then going up. We spoke about that candlestick retest yesterday. All right, and we have the market continuing to go to the upside. Now, yesterday when we did yesterday's forecast, to my mentorship, we discussed this area here that was never retested. Okay, so if anything, if the market does decide to follow what we're seeing on the daily time frame, and actually, okay, first of all, let's talk about this. We have a support here, support there. We have a resistance over here. Okay, that same area is this area over here. So what we could be expecting later on, not now, is that the market could actually come back and come and retest these areas, or even come as low as 1925 to retest. Now, I'm going to say this in the most humble, not humble, but careful way or careful manner, or whatever the case may be. Tomorrow is NFP. All right. We haven't been getting that much movement from NFP. Okay. But if I can get a situation where gold can come back to at least 1935, 1934, okay, let's say 1934 area as well as 1925 area. So that's like how many pip movement? Almost 200 pips. Highly unlikely, but if we can get a 200 pip movement to the downside on gold, I will be very confident with buys tomorrow for NFP. Okay, if we don't get that, yeah, we might revisit it, and then I might post some stuff on my Instagram in the morning as I normally do for NFP for you guys. But at the moment, for gold, not that I would sit out, but I would be more reactive than predictive.
Hi traders and aspiring traders, I'm sorry to disturb your viewing pleasure of this video, but this couldn't wait. I've got good news for you who have been looking for a transparent and reliable broker. I want to recommend this new broker that I've recently been using. It's called FX Pro. I had the best experience with it since I've started using. Amongst the advantages of trading with FX Pro broker, I would like to note zero spread whenever you place a trade on your Forex account, deposit from as little as 200 rands. A ZAR-based trading account. Get this, FX Pro will double your deposit, meaning 100% of your deposited amount will be credited to the trading account. However, maximum credit amount will be $1,000 US. But I want to warn you that this credit is there to give you leverage in the market and you cannot withdraw it. Meaning what you can withdraw, it is the money that you deposited or your profits from the market, not the credit. And now, just for you, now they are organizing giveaway of valuable prizes such as Samsung Galaxy S8 Ultra, iPhone 14 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S23, iPad the 10th generation, iPhone 14 256 gig. All you need to do to participate in this giveaway is to register via my link down below the description box. Secondly, make a deposit and start trading. On September 22nd, the FX Pro Instagram account will run a giveaway among the participants. Make sure you stand a chance of winning by clicking the link below to register and to deposit and start trading right now. Trade like a pro with FX Pro.
Okay, because on the 4 hour time frame, I do see that the market yesterday tried to push down, not enough volume, because New York session was the main session yesterday. We didn't get a lot of volume yesterday from I mean the previous day at 3, and boom, we got a lot of volume the previous day from 11. New York session also came in around here 3, and then boom, we went up. So we see a lot of volume from New York session, but yesterday we didn't see a lot of volume. See, so what I would like to do personally is I would like to wait from a 4 hour time frame perspective. If the market obviously stays above here, I would be looking for buys straight into the monthly resistance. Doesn't even matter. I won't even wait for anything. I will buy into 1962. Okay. Now, if we get into the monthly resistance like that, this means that this candlestick here could potentially flip bullish and close for the month bullish. Do I think we can get that volume today? I highly doubt it. Okay, I highly doubt it, but it's quite possible. We're not market makers. So from the 4 hour time frame today, what we're going to do is that we're going to take a look at gold from the 4 hour time frame. I would like gold to come and give me another touch on this trend line and to come and retest this area before buying. But it could happen that the market could just continue pushing to the upside. I'm going to delete everything quickly. I want to go into the 1H because we can see that we're in a range at the moment. 1 hour time frame. On the 4H, there's a range. Let's just do this. Let me make a messed up version of a support and resistance. Okay. Market came down, created a high here. This was a previous high. Let me delete this for now. Delete that. Okay. If that was a previous high, the market broke out, retested, came above again. All right. So let me mark this as a previous high, but the market has already retested. If you're here for the first time and if you're confused, we're not trading a strategy, we're just trading price action. No imbalance, no what. It's just pure price action. All right. So if I was to draw this as a zone, candlestick retest. Okay, so we have the market coming up, creating a higher low. All right, impulsed up, broke another high here, came back to retest, closed bullish. On the 15 minutes time frame, what's price doing? 15 minutes time frame, we're creating a range and we're coming from a bearish impulse. All right, so we might actually be getting rejections. Okay, guys, give me a minute quickly just to check my MT4. Because I did have some trades open yesterday on gold on my cent account, because there are some tests that I'm currently doing. Okay, 15 minutes time frame, screenshots. Okay, so it's going to be visible on the 5-minute time frame. So I just wanted to show you guys quickly, for you guys who trade patterns and reversal patterns and all that stuff. All right, so this was my reason for entry with my sales yesterday. So here I saw my reversal pattern. Yeah, today's video is going to be quite long, guys, please bear with me. Okay, so here I saw my reversal pattern over here. Obviously, on a bigger time frame, on the daily time frame, I understood that we had come into that resistance area that I showed you guys on the daily. So this is what I had. These were my entries yesterday. So my first entries were at the top here in that zone. All right, my second entries were at the break of structure, retest, and then I continue to go down with it. All right, now I want to see, in comparison to yesterday, what's going on this morning. Before I add too many things, let me just go back to the original analysis so that it doesn't go too far away. And then we can add this stuff in just now. I want the one with the trend line. Okay, perfect. Back onto the 1 hour time frame. All right. Now, I'm just going to move that for now. What is it based off first before I move it and then we don't know where it is again? Let's go into the daily time frame. We got 370 people on the live. Shout out to you guys. I know you guys didn't expect me to be here today. 1D daily time frame. So I just want to label that so I understand exactly what I'm deleting and what I'm moving. So we have the daily time frame zone over there. All right, obviously you guys can see that I expect the market to flip back and come back into this area. Now, we always discuss this. All right, let me delete everything for 2 seconds. If you don't want to be involved in fake outs, rejections, candlestick wicks, and things like that, take a look at what you have here. If you're expecting sales, let's say you're expecting sales back into this area, you are most welcome to put your sell stop over there. All right, where this candlestick closed and where this candlestick opened, you're most welcome to put your sell stop there and make your stop loss that high of that wick, and then obviously go down with it wherever it is that you are expecting the market to go down to. Here, I wouldn't recommend, because it's a risk reward ratio of 1:1.5. That's gambling, so I wouldn't do that. But that's one way to take a look at it, and that's one way to place your trades if you're a busy person. Okay, expecting the candlestick to flip. If it doesn't flip, we're going to look at targets such as 1954 and then obviously 1962 do as we discussed. If it does flip, we're going to be looking at it from a 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame by New York session, I want the market to have come down here, broken the structure, because right now we've broken a high. If only it breaks the structure, I'll be looking for a candlestick retest on the 4H, and then I'll be going down with it. All right, so I'm looking at about how many pip movement? 118 pip movement on gold. Gold is very heavy. That's a lot of money. Okay, going down onto, like I said, I wanted to move that because it's a bit distracting. Going down onto 4H quickly. Mark this resistance quickly. Go on to the 1H. Perfect. I'm going to put this as 4H resistance. All right, so once we start trading below the 4H resistance line, I am going to start looking for my setups. Okay, on the 1H, we had drawn this high, breakout, retest. We had also drawn this high, breakout, and another retest in this area. So the two things that I'm going to be looking at it from a 1-hour time frame perspective are this. Number one, I needed to come below the 4-hour resistance line, which is this line here. Once it comes below the 4-hour resistance line, I will now be jumping into my 50 minutes time frame to see if I can get a continuation to the downside. All right, on my 50 minutes time frame, I can see that I'm stuck in a bit of a range. All right, which is okay, nothing to worry about really. Just means that I need to wait for the market to break out of this range and then obviously retest and go to the downside. If this doesn't happen, you will look for a break above this high. All right, if it goes and breaks above the high, then you guys are most welcome to take your buys into 1954 and 1960. But this is what I am looking at from gold. All right, so as a trader, as the trader that I am and the way that I trade, this is too far up for me to be taking any buys if I'm not in buys already. I would like to see the market coming down to retest these areas first, which is why I'm focusing more on the sells. Okay, however, the market is not going to do what I want it to do all the time. So I'm giving you guys my perspective. All right, if we come below here, the 15 and the 4H and the 1H, you guys know exactly what to do and sells into 1934. If that doesn't happen, I am going to wait for a break above. Then I'm going to start looking for buys into 1954 and 1962. All right, so far this week, my forecasts have not been wrong. But again, I'm going to say this does not mean that you're going to take my word for it and just do everything that I say. So obviously be cautious of everything that you do when you're trading gold today. All right, there is no point of you losing your money the day before NFP or the day before a news event. The market doesn't normally move. That's why I was saying to you guys that it's probably a long shot looking for a 200 pip drop the day before NFP. All right, but it can happen. All right. So any buys as we have discussed, let's put this back where it was. I think it was around, it was the daily time frame. It was right here. Okay, so in the zone here, I don't trade. I'm waiting for, I want it to come back here at least. If it doesn't move, I'm looking for it to come all the way down to 1920. All right, let's look at Euro USD real quick. All right, so for Euro USD, we're actually back in a trend, in an uptrend. Okay, now the fact that we're back in this uptrend, just let me go back onto the monthly quickly just so we can do a quick breakdown so you guys understand why I had what I had over there. September is gonna be crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. September is gonna be mad. September is going to be mad. Because these monthly candles are preparing you for some hectic sells. Like, take a look at the monthly time frame here. If the monthly time frame closes the way it is now, obviously it's going to push above a bit more. If the monthly time frame closes where it is right now, you're going to see a big drop. That's what I would like to see. Because we're coming from an impulsive phase. over here. All right. And then take a look at how the market is correcting as it comes into a previous resistance area. See, so where have we seen this? In the past couple of weeks. Do you guys remember how on the weekly time frame we had this on gold? If you jump into the weekly time frame quickly, do you guys remember how we actually had the exact same thing on gold, where on the weekly time frame we had an impulse of movement, and then here we had the reversal pattern on the weekly time frame, and then the market started retreating to the downside. See, after that resistance. So, like I said, the monthlies are setting us up for some very good sells on gold and on Euro USD. But gold is a bit different, so I don't want to put in the same category as Euro USD or whatever else with USD. And I'll explain why gold is a bit different at a later stage. That's why on gold we could still get potential buys and we could still actually really push up. But for now, I'm not gonna go in deep into that because gold is a commodity. Yes, we've got USD on its pair, but it's a commodity. It's completely different, and it's also a safe haven. So let's not even compare it with USD or DXY or whatever the case may be. Let's put that aside for now. Okay, Euro USD, you've got a neat little uptrend going on over here. Would have expected it to break out already, but it looks like it's forming that candlestick, a reversal candlestick, for us to continue to the downside for now. Monthly time frame, okay. Weekly time frame, we had a strong push to the downside, which broke this structure over here. All right, the market could come all the way back up into these areas. So on the weekly time frame, we're still bearish. Obviously, this was the break of structure area, but for this, I would like to see it coming up a bit more. All right, because obviously here we do have an area of resistance over here. That is also the same area that we marked on the monthly time frame, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so I would expect to see the monthly time frame to close bearish, yes, but I still expect the weekly candlestick to flip and go up a bit more than where it is now. So verdict for Euro USD, we're going to close bearish, definitely. All right, but I still expect those buys from NFP tomorrow to come and push all the way back up into this area here. Or is it possible that we can just come into this area and drop? I guess we're gonna have to see from the smaller time frames. Weekly time frame, we're good. Daily time frame, daily time frame. What are we seeing? That's the break of structure on the weekly. This side, daily time frame. Let's just draw some funny stuff quickly here just to understand the flow. That's still okay because it hasn't broken any highs. Boom. Okay, so Euro USD today, I'm gonna expect some sells. All right, I'm gonna delete everything quickly. All right, I expect some sells on Euro USD. Can I come back into this area? I do not think so because we have a candlestick retest, but we can, however, come back into this area here for today. Okay, where are we in terms of this support? All right, perfect. So my range for today on Euro USD is sells into this area. Let's go into a 4H real quick. Ah, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. Let's make this a bit more based on recent price action. All right, we have a gap zone in this area. Let's delete that. We don't need this anymore. So I'm going to use this as my 4H. So I'm going to call this a 4H gapped zone. If you don't know what that means, I don't know either. I'm just kidding. Okay, so where's the daily time frame targets that we were talking about? Daily time frame, previous daily time frame high. I did say I don't think it can come back into this area because the market has already retested for there. So I'm going to leave it here for now. So let me say daily T target for sales. All right, yes sir. Number 4 for our time frame. Okay, how was the market approaching a key support and resistance area? It was approaching with higher highs and higher lows coming from an impulsive move. It's abusive. This is exactly what I want to see at NFP tomorrow. Temporary buys on USD CHF. Okay, first of all, look at the range that we're in. All right, look at the trend that we have broken and look at this previous candle here. Now look at the pattern that's just been created, inverse head and shoulders pattern. So what I want to see is USD CHF coming back into this area and then tomorrow dropping hard. You understand? When I say dropping hard, I mean dropping hard. So we're definitely going to look at this for any. What's the point? Okay, not seeing anything on USD CAD. Not gonna waste my time. Let's continue with the round of the month. I don't want to do DXY now because as soon as we do DXY, it means that we have made a verdict on USD as a whole. So I always try to do DXY last, so we don't get so I don't get too confused. Okay, GBP USD. Let's do a magical monthly and top-down analysis on GBP USD. Quick. I'm so proud of you. All right. Okay. And you already retested there. So the market continues to create higher highs and higher lows. Doesn't matter irrespective of. Okay, so I can expect one more push to the upside. So 3 pushes to the upside and as a reversal. And then from there I could expect some south. Okay, but this wick here, weekly time frame. We're trading above this resistance area, resistance, support, resistance. We're trading above. Was this a reversal pattern? That was a fake out. Last week was a fake out, but it broke structure. Daily time frame, have you retested and created a trend? No, you have not. Completely grabbed all of those, started to push to the upside. I'm looking for a trend on the 4H that we can join. 4H trend. Beautiful. Looks like today we can get some very good positions before NFP, guys. Okay, so for GBP USD, I'm expecting the market to drop back into these areas here. All right, now specifically, which areas can we expect the market to drop back into? Where was CPI? CPI was here, August 23, in this range here, pushed up and then went all the way down. Okay, I'm expecting the market to come back all traded because there's a lot of movement over here that might confuse people. So it's 7:55 right now. I'm going to look at this as my break of structure firstly. All right, so I'm going to look at this as 1 HBOS. If I'm looking at that as 1 HBOS, let's jump onto our 30 minutes time frame quickly. Oh, nice. Here, we had a low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, looking for a retest, and then continuation to the downside. So what I might be looking at, not what I might be looking at, but what I am looking at, 14. That's crazy. 15 minutes time frame. Okay. Basically, so yeah, so I'm looking for GE to come back into this area here for London session. And the lowest lot size can give me a good thing there. So stop loss is going to be about that area. I'm going to be looking for high probability setup in that area over over then. All right, perfect. That's not important. You know what? None of this is important. Let's start again. Let's go into the monthly time frame real quick. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Oh my gosh. English was not meant for us. I think we should come up with our own, what is it? Our own language, because this English stuff, hey, this English stuff. Weekly time frame. Sometimes I end up just drawing stuff and I can't even explain why it's there, but it works. I honestly cannot explain sometimes, but now I'm gonna do my best to explain. Okay, this is a support here because I can see multiple candlestick rejections here. So on a smaller time frame, that is definitely a support. It even gave you a bit of a fake morning star candlestick here, and then it pushed down from this area. All right, that's where we are now on the weekly time frame. The market did start off by pushing up, retested something. I want to understand what it went and retested here. All right, on a daily. Let's go on a daily time frame and see how yesterday closed. Daily time frame closed bullish. Okay, now this is where the fun starts. If this is a correction, all right, and the market has already broken from the correction, okay, and we're also coming from an impulsive phase that also broke structure that was broken was this one, retested with a correctional phase. Let's create a channel over there to show that it is a continuation pattern activated, boom, market shot up on the daily, boom, came back, retested, yesterday closed bullish. Now what is the daily time frame retesting? Because yesterday we closed bullish. Let's go into the 4-hour time frame and see if we have an uptrend. On the 4H, we do not have an uptrend. See, because if you take a look at this thing here, this is support, great, but price could easily do this because we have a break of structure here and then go down. See, now before I confuse the beginner that is in the chat right now thinking, Matthew, what are you doing? Let's go on to gold quickly on a daily time frame. If I go on to gold and I go on to the daily time frame, do you guys remember this movement over here? Forget all this. Forget all this nonsense here. Doesn't matter. Do you guys remember in June, 2 months back, when we traded this? Here. Wait. Yes, that's perfect. So we had the market coming down, all right, and then it created its support. And from there, we kept on creating lower highs but equal lows. And then finally the market broke out, retested, and then started going to the downside. So I just want to see in comparison to USD JPY, what could possibly happen with this. And this is a 4H. But the overall direction was bearish. Oh, okay. All right. No, it's fine. So the overall direction was bearish on gold. The overall direction here is bullish. Came back into this area. We still broke. That's a higher low. It hasn't broken that low. Okay. 4-hour time frame. Creating equal lows. I have to go into a 1-hour time frame to see if there's a trend that has been broken. 1H. Not necessarily, but what we can see is that the market closes an inverse hammer here. There was a high here. I think it's visible on the 15 minutes time frame. We have a high that was broken here. All right, here it's still creating higher highs and higher lows. Here there is a trend over here. The market could potentially keep going up. So for now on USD JPY, guys, I'm not going to give you guys any insights on USD JPY. But the child in me sees this as a beautiful buy position on USD JPY. But I think I would wait to see tomorrow how NFP reacts. But for today, these look like good buys on USD JPY. Okay, that's what I would suggest. Okay, but there is no solid confirmation there from the smaller time frames. It's only the daily time frame. So I'll just put a pause on that for now on USD JPY. Okay, let's go on to GBP JPY real quick. Let's go into the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame. You see what I mean? Take a look at this, guys. Exactly, not the exact same thing, but you know what? Let's split the screen. Everyone, turn your thingies around. Let's do this quickly. Take a look at the price action from GJ. All right, and how it created a continuation pattern over here, and then it came back into these areas here of resistance and retested. Now, if I come onto USD/JPY on the right, and we are looking at it from a daily time frame perspective, this is the weekly time frame perspective. If we now go on to, this is a buy, guys. This is a buy. This, I might be wrong. When we look at DXY, we'll look at it, but this looks like a buy. Let's go into the daily time frame real quick. You see, those are my patterns over there. The market breaks out, comes back and retests, creates a bearish candlestick. In this case, yeah, there's your bearish candlestick there. Didn't matter because it was a retest, bullish candlestick. I expect this one to flip and go bullish. See, that's what I expect on USD/JPY. Yeah, so let's leave that for now. I hope you guys understand what I was trying to illustrate there. Let's go back onto the monthly. I want to understand how this monthly candlestick is closing. GJ completely embarrassed me. I was expecting this candlestick to come all the way down and fill this area and retest. Didn't happen. It's fine. We live and we learn. Monthly time frame. Okay. Just want to quickly draw the overall trend here on this funny pair. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so take a look at how, guys, on this area here, you can even, let's draw it as a zone so that it makes sense. Okay, even from the left side. Okay, so is what we're looking at. Major rejection area. Okay, here, take a look at how, even though this candlestick closed bearish, what I'm always talking about, even though it closed bearish, the market still decided to continue to push to the upside. Let me do this quickly. That is the first target for, that can't be the first, it has to be here. Resistance. Okay, making more sense now. Weekly time frame broke above this area again because it was a retest. Didn't matter that it was a bearish candlestick that was printed. All right, here we've just broken the weekly highs and almost closing above. Daily time frame. Okay, so for today, I'm expecting some sells for GJ back into this area. Overall is buys, yes, I know, but first I'm expecting some sells so it can continue up with its trend. All right, so I'm expecting some sells and then possibly we can continue to the upside. All right, let's go on to the 4-hour time frame to understand how that is going to take place. Okay, that's my latest impulse movement from the low to the high. Perfection. I'm expecting it to come back into this area here. Now, what I want to understand is, why did it start moving down from here? What's there? All I can see is this. That's not enough. That's not enough. Mm, that's not enough info from this to this high. Well, I guess it is. I guess it is. Then if I want to create it as a gapped zone, I'm gonna do that to really retest that area. So let me go to the 1H. Yeah, nice. Okay, seeing a little neat little trend. Um, want the market to continue pushing to the downside. Where did this uptrend start? This uptrend started in this area over here. So I want to look at some sales for GJ for London session, which is in 40 minutes. If I can get that, that would be great. Let's just understand what's going on here on the 30. Yes, continuation to the downside. Perfect break of structure. There's my boo-boo. By boo-boo, I mean a mistake. Before you get excited. Okay. Market broke above. Okay. Okay. If we were to continue to the upside, I would have wanted the market to treat this as an inverse hammer, which would not have played out because we need to come back and retest these areas. See, so there's another lesson, guys. Just because you would have actually taken that and then obviously taken your buys from there, just because you see buying opportunities doesn't mean that they're going to play out. The overall direction here from the monthly, weekly, and the daily shows that we still need to come back into this area here. So of course that buy was not going to work out. Okay, so we got the lower lows, lower highs being created, fake break of structure. Now the market, I'm expecting the market to shoot down. Okay, in this area here, I'm going to be monitoring how it approaches because I would actually want to take more positions back into this area here. So the range for London session, we're looking at about a 60 pip range. That's a lot of money. I made quite a bit on 20, 30. I made quite a bit on 10 to 20 pips. 60 pips, that's a lot of money. Those are runners. 15 minutes time frame. Okay. Now we're talking. Okay. How am I going to take a look at this at London session, guys? This is my trade for London. See the 15? I wanted to come and tap into this area. So I'm not going to have any FOMO. I would like to see something like this. If this is a M and the overall direction is bearish, I would like for it to complete. I would like to sell from here into here. So where's my New York session trade? From here. Stop loss is going to be, let me make it above this area here. It's about 10 pips. I'm going to take my profit here. It's about 40 pips. Okay, so risk reward ratio of 1:4. To be precise is 1:3.9, but obviously I'll go into a smaller time frame and maybe even make it 5 pips stop loss. So this is the kind of setup that I'm looking at for London session today. I'm not going to talk about New York session because I'm actually not worried about New York session when it comes to GJ. But yeah, that's how I'm going to be looking at GJ today. We've got 371 people on the live. Shout out to you guys. We have been live for 1 hour and 12 minutes. Please, can everyone like the live? Let's get to 100,000 likes. Okay, so we've done GBP, JPY. We've done gold. We've done GBP, JPY. We've done GBP, USD. We've done USD, CHF. We've done USD, JPY. We've done Euro, USD. We've done US 30. Now we're going to look at the big boss, which is the DXY. Okay. Now for the DXY, I did say today that I could possibly be taking a look at some buys. If you guys remember on Tuesday, actually, we spoke about this movement to the downside, how we wanted it to come and tap into this area here, and then the market started pushing to the downside. If you're in my mentorship yesterday, I did say to you guys for New York session, let me just check what I said exactly. Just give me a minute, guys. Yo, guys, please don't be scammed by people. People are actually, just a quick one. This is not me, guys. This Forex management, and then it has my logo. This investment policy, and even the disrespect. Look at this. Don't read a message and leave the admins waiting. Boy, who do you think you are? I can leave you waiting. You can leave me waiting. It's not even that deep. So I will never message you first, number one. Number two, I don't handle anyone's funds. Okay, the only reason why I'm selling my course is because you guys asked me to create a course for you guys in April. I was not going to be selling. I was just going to be doing the stuff for free. So please, guys, don't get scammed. This is not me. Okay. I wanted to show you guys yesterday with the mentorship where DXY was. Yes, here. So I did share with them and I said DXY, I do want to continue into the downside into this area here. Now, if we take a look at what actually happened with DXY, it just almost touched our take profit, and then it started pushing up. So obviously this doesn't really matter because we don't actually trade the DXY. We use the DXY for direction. All right, so for today I do expect the DXY to come back up to at least this area, and then a New York session we can start taking a look at what's going to happen, if it's going to continue and then come back and let the take profit or not. But for now I do expect it to go up for the first part of today. Yeah, I do expect it to go up for the first part of today, and then later on we could get a continuation of those sales since we have a break of structure in this area. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I am going to